Hey guys, Ethan Studios here, and today we're going to be taking a look at every LEGO Ninjago Elemental Master. There are 29 different minifigures in this collection, and I'm going to be giving you an up-close look at all of them, including the most rare and expensive ones that I'll be saving for the very end of the video. I want to quickly preface that I'm only going to be looking at the most recent versions of these. Characters like all of the main ninja have so many different suits, we're just going to be looking at the most recent ones. So without any further ado, let's hop right into this. Starting us off with the core 6 ninja here, I'm sure you're all very familiar with these. We've got Lloyd, Elemental Master of Energy, Kai, Elemental Master of Fire, Cole, Master of Earth, Nia, Master of Water, Zane, Master of Ice, and Jay, Master of Lightning. These 5 ninja on the left here are all sporting the brand new Storm suits. These had brand new mask molds that they introduced for this year, and these do look very different from the norm, but I actually quite like them. Over on the right, we've got the new Jay minifigure, or as he goes by his new name now, he is Rogue. He had this brand new hat mold, as well as Crimson and Tan being introduced in his color scheme for the very first time. But yeah, the 4 main ninja, Fire, Earth, Ice, and Lightning were the original 4 elements we saw in Ninjago, and then Energy with Lloyd, and then Water with Nia in Season 5. Moving on, we've got Wu and Garmadon here. This is a very heated topic between Ninjago fans as to whether or not they're elemental masters, but I think just based on their personality types and how they've behaved throughout the show, I would call them elemental masters. I think Wu is the elemental master of creation. We saw him literally create his dragon in front of him in Season 5 Possession. And then I think Garmadon is the master of destruction, especially with the way he took on the Oni and crystallized. That's why I included the crystallized version here. Not only is it the most recent, but it's also a great way to show his destructive capabilities and why I believe he is truly an elemental master. Up next, we've got 3 Elemental Masters from Dragons Rising. These are all new characters from the latest couple seasons of Ninjago. We've got Sora on the left, Master of Tech, Wildfire, Master of Heat, and Euphrasia on the right, Master of Wind. Euphrasia is the only minifigure, or at least character minifigure that we have so far that has inherited an older power, that being Wind. Heat and Tech, which are Wildfire and Sora, are both brand new elemental powers that were first introduced. Wildfire only has 2 suits. Sora has 3 or 4 at this point, but these are just their most recent versions. And then Euphrasia only has the 1 minifigure, and she's probably only going to have 1 minifigure, at least for the time being, because that's all we've seen her appear in the show. Moving on, we've got 3 more Elemental Masters from Dragons Rising. This time, it is the Villain Elemental Masters. Over on the left, we've got Cinder in his tournament robes. He took over for Ash as the new Elemental Master of Smoke. Rest in peace to Ash. In the middle, we've got Noct, the Elemental Master of Brute Force, and over on the right, we've got Drix, the Master of Swarm. Noct and Drix are both new minifigures for this year. We haven't really seen Drix in the show very much yet. Noct we have, and his powers are very cool, especially when combined with Shatterspin, but I'm very interested to see how Drix works in the show, because Elemental Master of Swarm is not something we've actually seen yet, but seeing that Drix is a very bug-like figure, I wonder if she can summon swarms of bugs. I don't know, just a funny theory I had. And the final 2 Dragons Rising Elemental Masters are Toxikita, or Tox for short, the Elemental Master of Poison, and Pale Man, Master of Invisibility. These are both remakes of figures we'd seen in the past. However, this is their first time appearing in Ninjago sets. They only appeared in Ultra Agent sets in the past. I love both of these figures. I love the new hairpiece for Tox, and Pale Man over on the right has a really great new face print. 2 iconic figures that I'm very glad are available on shelves right now. Moving on, we've got Skylar, Master of Amber, Griffin Turner, Master of Speed, and Karloff, Master of Metal. Now, Karloff and Turner both are probably dead. There are new people in the show that have their powers, but we just haven't gotten figures from them yet, so these are the most recent ones. The Skylar on the left is from Crystallized. She had I think 3 suits prior to this one. I really like this new figure with the white striped face print on her. Griffin Turner in the middle has an alternate face that looks nothing like him because he always wore sunglasses in the show. And then Karloff over on the right does include some awesome metal fist pieces. Ninjago Legacy gave us 3 more Elemental Masters a few years back. We got Jacob, Master of Sound, Gravis, Master of Gravity, and Belobo, Master of Nature. I love the feather print and then all of the tattoos on Belobo's chest, and underneath he uses Jack's face from Hidden Side. Gravis makes use of this really nice head wrap piece and has an alternate face where he looks like he's meditating as he floats into the air. And then Jacob, Master of Sound, has this really, really funny afro and these star glasses, and then I love the use of the color teal on the legs and torso. Moving on, we've got Ray and Maya. I know Kai and Nia are the current Elemental Masters of Fire and Water, but I wanted to include these 2 in here just because they've been so influential for Ninjago. Both of them only came in the Dragon's Forge set, making them both very expensive at the moment. Ray has an alternate face with a bandage on it, which we never saw in the show. I found that very, very weird, but just an interesting detail. And then Maya's kimono looks a lot like Nia's kimono we see in Ninjago March of the Oni, a really cool detail. And the final minifigure we have before we look at the rare and expensive ones is Camille. She is the Elemental Master of Form, meaning she can change to look like other people. Very, very cool stuff there. I love that they brought this old hairpiece back into rotation, and the lavender on her torso and legs really pops to me. I'm so glad we got this figure so we could complete that original Elemental Master collection. Now, finally, we have the Time Twins, Crux and Achronix, the Elemental Masters of Time. They used the Time Blades. They harnessed all their powers into the Time Blades so they could focus them directly. They were pause, fast forward, reversal, and slow-mo. Both of them came with their respective hairpieces. Crux looks really, really good with the Dr. Saunders face on the back. I still think that's a really funny element from the show. Achronix has his iPod and earbuds. Really, really love that. And then he also has the cell phone connector in his ear so he can talk on the phone and use his Borg watch whenever he wants. Both of these are very expensive for a reason. They did only come in one set, and they probably are still to this day the coolest looking Elemental Masters, at least in my opinion. And there you have it. That's it for my very, very quick look at all of the Elemental Master minifigures. There are 29 in this collection, and I'm sure we'll get more in the future. We're already getting more this summer with the rest of the Forbidden 5. So I'm very excited for that. If you want to see me update this collection as we get more Elemental Masters in the future, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite Elemental Master is. Mine personally are the Time Twins. They're so iconic, and I really, really like their designs. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.